what am I gonna do? I'm calling Link right now, guys. So 1 minute. I already got the overview, guys. We're to jump right into it. I might make some beats. I might make some animations. I might show Link something about the Web3, guys. So let me turn this off. So, guys, knockstar1 unbiased voice underground. Link is not answering. This is crazy. Wow, guys. So Link Pello is denying our call on stream. Very scary. But guys, what are you guys up to today? I was looking at a bunch of stuff, guys. Zerka, 4 extra. Why you got a life sentence, not being afraid of death, guys. The spiritual warfare surrounding death in LA, guys. We should be afraid of death. We should be afraid of separation from God, guys. But these are all things that they'll come up. I wanted to talk to Link. We were just talking, man. I wish he would answer the phone. We were having a great conversation, guys, about the overall view that we have on winning and succeeding in the music industry, guys. It'll never look like what you think it'll look like, guys. It's always gonna look very, very different. Link, join the call. Okay, now I'm calling him back, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and call Link back on this, and he's gonna answer. Link Pello, guys. If you don't know, he's better than Kanye. He's better than ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky. He's a more visionary than Disney, guys. Walt Disney, guys. He literally knows. Link, bro, answer the Discord call, man. You got me looking bad on stream. Like, I called you. He just hung up. Alright, guys. Link, we're live on Scream. They cannot see you, but that's okay. What were we talking about? Oh, Link was talking about how his favorite bars are the ones where you have surface level, you understand, but you have to go back to really get the double entendre. And it looks like he answered the call, but then he got out of here, guys. So, I'm sure he's going to call back. Oh, he said, hang on, guys. No worries. So, we're sitting here bowling. There's like 5 bubbles right at the bottom. And one of them share your screen, but one of them's turn on camera. Oh, he might have to plug it in, guys, so no worries. There's no rush, bro. We got time. But Link, dude, I've been seeing a lot of stuff. Yo, we got Link Pello on the screen. Yiddy. Link, bro. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, dude. Like, that's the thing with me is I'm so in so many areas. Like, okay, that's the thing too, Link. I've been coding crazy, bro. So I've realized that creating your own first-person shooter you could do it today. Like, you literally could do it today. But the only thing that makes first-person shooters are hard are like the textures, the guns, the maps, right? That's why Call of Duty can make the same game for 5 years in a row, right? But what I've learned too is if you know how to code a first-person shooter, but you don't know anything about Blender, you would not be able to take that next step, or you wouldn't be able to code the maps or anything. So what I'm learning, Link, is I know how to do Blender. So learning the coding second and learning how easy the first-person shooter is just like stumbling upon something where it's like, oh, you have to make your own video game now, whether it's Clash of Clans or fucking Teen Titans. You got to do it because it's that easy, and I know how to do Blender. So that's another area I've been going into and just seeing, like, because think of that, Link. Think if I had a first-person shooter game that people could download or play online. That could generate millions of dollars. I could even make it and then sell it to somebody for $100K, $300K, whatever, right?
Yeah, no, somebody did a Not Like Us game, and it's literally just a .io link on like a website you can go to.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, bro, just off advertising revenue, they're probably making bank off that.
Man, like literally, like just off advertising revenue. Like it's crazy what you can do but God put me in this place to where it's like I learned all of this stuff just being curious. And then now I'm old enough to understand, to be a businessman, the only difference between businessmen and creatives is organization. The only reason you blow up on YouTube is because you're organized. The only reason If you're consistently doing something, which is organization, which is a routine, if you're consistently doing something, you're going to get results. The results might not be success, but the results you get from it, you're going to be able to plug back in your next test group and see if that is success. And that's all success is, bro, is just running into failure enough times. And what I was thinking the other day is, bro, we have to be willing to succeed at a failing capacity, or fail at a succeeding capacity, I think what I thought.
What do you mean by that?
Because failing at a succeeding capacity is, cause think about it like this. You could try Blender, and I'm not like, you could try Blender, right? You can't get it to go, so you just stare at the cube, and you shut it down, and you don't pull it back up for another 2 months, bro. That's not failing at a succeeding capacity, right? If you're failing at a succeeding capacity, you're going to pull it up, get pissed, turn it off, pull it back up, get pissed, turn it off, pull it back up, get a little bit further, turn it off. That is failing at a succeeding capacity, because you know eventually you're going to be able to what? Make puppets. You're going to eventually be able to rig faces, do shape keys, and eventually you're going to be able to be Pixar. And that's all success is, my nigga. We're already rich as fuck.
Slow wins. We knew that, though.
But I feel it. We knew it, but we didn't really believe it, because it was more like it hurt us to know that niggas aren't, we didn't see the bigger picture as far as, oh, I'm gonna get 500K, I'm gonna get 300 subscribers, I'm gonna cross these milestones. While we're doing it, but think of it like this too. This is what I was thinking, Link. Imagine we get rich. Imagine by the end of the year, Republic notices, catches on to your TikTok, whatever, sees what you did with To Kill a Butterfly. They're like, okay, we want to sign you, Link. And they're offering something close to what you were expecting.
Yeah.
And imagine you're like, okay, well, could we do this? And they're like, no, actually, what we're offering, we're not willing to go higher, but we're willing to work with you as far as percentages, whatever. So they make you a deal you can't refuse. You take the offer, and you have not one worry from that day on. Like, by the end of 2024, you're signed, and everything you've ever wanted, the recognition, they're starting to plug you into the radio, whatever, radio play, anything you ever wanted from this shit, you're starting to get it, and you're realizing what makes you happy and all the success from all the hard years of work you're getting, right? Imagine that, right? Imagine that happens. Place yourself in them shoes. Yeah. That would be fucking garbage, bro. Why would it be garbage? Because you didn't even you missed the journey. The whole journey is making scene wherever you lived when you made scene, making Before I Go, filming the music video with your dogs.
Journey, that is the journey.
Yeah, but if you're doing all that stuff and then you put it out and then
I was in the hood in Benton Harbor when I made scene, actually.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if we don't enjoy the journey,
music came out of that house. Yeah. You're right.
Because if we don't enjoy the journey and then enjoy the slow climb that it takes, then by the time we get it, then it's like, oh yeah, this is just routine. This is just a job now, though. This is just, we're making all the money we're living good and we're not working. We're not going to 9 to 5, but we still got to be at XYZ on this calendar, and then your calendar starts to get booked up, and that's everything you've ever wanted. But you start to realize that, oh, just being able to make the music and not having anywhere to be was the best part of this creative process, of this success, was just me being in my room making scene, me being in the hood making these things, because I didn't have to be nowhere. I could make whatever I wanted. And of course, once you succeed, you'll be able to make whatever you want and not have to be nowhere. There'll be times where you don't have to be nowhere. But I'm just saying, once we get there, it might be a little uglier than we thought, as opposed to the red-eye flights and stuff like that. I'll always love it because I love flying, but
it's 1,000% gonna be uglier than we think, and I know that because I hate airports. Yeah. With a passion, Zane. Yeah. With a passion, but like, cause I think that the reason why I'm not able to operate right now with and love the process is because there's so many outside factors to it, and artists deal with this all the time, bro. We start, bro, especially when you start to get older. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro, because you start to get older and you feel like there's no pain worse than working really hard towards something and then that slow seeping of realization that you may never make it to the destination you had in mind.
Or that the destination you had in mind it doesn't look like what you think it looks like, or it's not even real.
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Exactly. It doesn't exist, and that's a fucking it's a pain that you cannot put into words.
Fact.
You know what I mean? And you have to fucking so you're saying to enjoy the process with that weight on your shoulders, that is really hard to do. And that's what you that's what you have to do. You have to because it's so hard to keep working without results and still have that hope that any day, bro, it could happen. You know what I mean? Because after so many days of you waking up in the same
room
loop, bro, you start to think same room, you start to think you're crazy and you start to think, am I the problem? You know what I mean? And that's and it's toxic because
it's scary
everyone
for
has that thought.
And
it's easier said than done to get out of that headspace.
But that's the thing, you have to live inside of that headspace as a creative or quit. Imagine that. It's you have to, but see, artists get trapped right there. They're like, oh, I have to do this. I have to live in this toxic space or quit. No, you have to figure out how to make that space less toxic in a more healthy routine of work, of content, of spreading the content. And once you can do that, because some artists live their whole life and they never reach success because they're stuck right there. They're stuck like, oh, this is toxic. This is not what I thought it was. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to do this. And then they don't realize that, oh yeah, you got to re-rock it then, or you'll never see success. But that, I know we're going to get rich. I know we're going to have our Drake runs. I plan on going on a run for 8 summers just off pure capacity, right? I know I make good songs, and I, even when I made the Joe Biden shooter failed, it went up on YouTube, on my YouTube, and people were like, oh, he got one or whatever. And then I was like, oh, dude, that's all I got to do is just have a good time and lean into shit. And then bro,
I seen Fulcrum posted live videos on fucking on YouTube. And he said, I found a YouTube hack. He posted this on Twitter.